Buddy, it's Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Thanksgiving. 2 days. T minus 2 days and counting. What is up, midday folks? Hey, I'm so glad to see you on a Tuesday. I know some of you are already getting ready to go travel. You're getting things around. Maybe some of you are worried about Saturday. Yeah, obviously, I'm offending half the audience here with repping my Script Ohio hoodie, but I know that, man, there's so much that is building up, just anticipation in your heart, in your spirit, just getting to see people and interact and be together at Thanksgiving. Wow, it's so cool that we can join each other every day in the Bible app. And I have some incredible news before I explain my headgear. I just got a message this morning from Selena, our Church Where You Are coordinator, who also runs most of our YouVersion Bible accounts. And she said, we have a problem. Brian, we have a problem. The Edgerton campus has maxed out the number of friends that we can have on our church account. How cool is that, you guys? And Angola is really close behind. I know that up north here in Michigan, I know I'm wearing this, but up north here in Michigan, we had the same problem with our Ann Arbor accounts. We had to move people around just to make room. So that's a good problem to have. We're going to figure all that out. What that means is that people are getting in their Bibles. They are getting in the YouVersion Bible app and pressing play. They are interacting. They're reading and highlighting, and that's what this is all about. That's why we're doing these videos, because we believe that the Bible is the blueprint for your life, and it's a foundation that we should build our lives upon. All right, because we know that points to Jesus. Now, we're in day number 2. Happy is the person. I was thinking about being happy, and so I put this hat on. You like it? I know it looks like I should be going to like Siberia or something, but check this out. My wife, not so much of a fan of this look. She likes this. She thinks I look really cute with this hat. So that makes me happy. I love it. It's fuzzy. It's warm. But let me tell you, when we base our sense of fulfillment on happiness, happiness is very subjective, isn't it? It's very fleeting, because guess what? When I wear this for too long, I'm not so happy. You know what happens? Well, I get hat head, but then I start sweating profusely because this baby is super warm. So if we look at the devotional today in day 2, it's happy is the person. Now, we need to break down the Greek of that word blessed as we talk about the Beatitudes, the Sermon on the Mount, because the translation for that word blessed in the Greek is translated happy. So several New Testament translations that you might be reading, whether it's YouVersion or you've opened up your physical Bible, they'll say, how happy are those who, and then Jesus goes through those several commands, right? So it's important that we understand, and the author points this out, taking a deeper look at happiness. I like this right in the devotional in the second paragraph. I'm just going to read it to you. Happiness is subjective. While Jesus is making an objective judgment about these people, he's not being subjective. He's making an objective observation about these people in the kingdom and their response. He's declaring not what they may feel on a particular occasion, happy, okay, but what God thinks of them. What God thinks of them and what they really are, and that is simply blessed. They're blessed. So I'm going to read this again. We're going to go to the Sermon on the Mount. So I'm going to skip to the reading of today's devotional. And if you notice, it's the same scripture reference from yesterday. That's intentional. I'm going to go to read the full chapter, and let's go through it. The Beatitudes. He said, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven." So we have a proclamation here, okay, at the start, and then we have a fulfillment right after. So blessed are the poor in spirit. Why? Because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Well, blessed are those who mourn. Why? Because they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And lastly, verse 11, blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you and falsely say all kinds of evil things because of your association with me, Jesus. Rejoice and be glad. I love this part. Because great is your reward in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. All right, so I just thought it was essential that we go through that again, because we're going to go back to the devotional, and I really like how they sum it up. He talks about the second half of the Beatitudes. It actually spells out a blessing enjoyed by those who exhibit those qualities. That's why when I said why, and then I followed with that proclamation, what they were receiving. So the 8 qualities, this is the very end of our devotional. The 8 qualities together constitute the responsibilities, okay? And the 8 blessings, those are the privileges of being a citizen in God's kingdom. So this is what the enjoyment of God's rule in our lives means. Okay, so there it is. There's a simple read through. Let's not get caught up on happiness as the definitive judge, our circumstances, and looking at our circumstances to judge the goodness of God, right? We learned this last Sunday as well. So your head's going to get sweaty, right? You're going to be happy in a moment, and then you're going to need a refresher, and you're going to need something else to cling to make you happy. And we're going directly to the source, okay? Because there's unlimited fulfillment here, because God points to us and talks to us about the kingdom, about where we are adopted into, to remind us, hey, remember who you are. So I hope that encourages you today. We'll be back again tomorrow. I know Selena has Amy Burr, and they are on tap to talk some Thanksgiving. We can't wait to see you at church this coming weekend, this Sunday at Church Where You Are. We also have a lot going on at the physical campuses in Angola and Edgerton. There's going to be, I believe there's also going to be a gathering up north in Jackson, Michigan. More to come on that in the different communications on our North Rock pages. But we're just excited to see you guys. Hey, get to a physical location. Show up at Church Where You Are. We're going to bless you this weekend. You are going to leave feeling like generosity was bestowed upon you. So make sure you show up to experience that. We've also got some baptisms that we're going to highlight at Church Where You Are. And we have live baptisms at the campuses in Angola and Edgerton as well. All right, everybody. Subscribe to that Bible plan. Remember, we're maxing things out. It's Maxed Out Tuesday. We're having to create new accounts. You guys are smashing those share buttons so much. We're getting new friends added all the time, and we are all about that. So thank you for being a part of making the Bible a blueprint, the blueprint for your life.